Okay,
Hey, come on now.
that's not it. That's not the main event though. So, tell me what's going on
Hi.
right here.
Car accident. Yeah, black ice, living in the South. Yeah, $3,000 later. My old baby coming around that curve. It said nope, and it said jump, hit the stop sign, and switch up. But I can say thank God that I was not hurt. Car a little banged up, but we got her together.
Yeah, it was man. It had to be. You said literally like 4 or 5 times, so I know it was. It was. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
'cause
Are you okay?
well, I've never been in a car accident before. I've probably been driving for, let's see, about 30 years. Never had a car accident before.
Really? So that
First,
was your first
first
ever
car accident.
incident?
First car accident, A couple of little poles got hit, a couple of little walls got swiped on those special days that, the liquid courage was in there. But other than that, in the younger days, other than that, no. Never hit anyone, never jumped a curve, never really did anything like that. So it was very shocking to be in an accident.
That's amazing. So tell the viewers like who saw the video, like what actually happened.
So, on my way to the bank, trying to get some moolah, and basically there is a very sharp curve coming around this particular street. From what I understand, a couple of city workers were there, and they told me that that corner is really dangerous. There is a lot of accidents. So, considering the fact that we had just had a thunderstorm watch, and I decided to go out maybe 2 hours after the fact. I guess the ice was still on the ground, and making that curve turn, it
Yeah.
said no. It said no,
Wow.
you're not going to
Wow.
do it. And it was literally like someone took the wheel and slid me across.
Really? Dang.
Yeah, because like everyone that looks at the video, they're like, "Well, how did that happen? You only have one skid mark, like one tire. Were you on one tire?" I'm like, I don't know.
I was just like, oh my goodness. It just looked like because the road was coming curving this way, and then you just like, and then the
Mhm.
poor. I was just sorry. I feel sorry for that poor stop sign. The stop sign was like, no, no, no,
Something was like, no, not
don't hit
me. I didn't
me.
do anything.
Ah, I've been doing
No,
this
not
stop
me.
sign gig for years. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
hopefully that stop sign
yeah.
has some good insurance. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah,
workman's
I hope
comp.
so. I hope so. Hope so.
Yeah,
Hope so. Talked
yeah.
to a cop, said I was not responsible. Told me I was obviously not drunk. I was like, if you need to test me, take a test. Let's do that. But no, he was like, I believe you, and sent me on my merry way.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
we are very happy that you are okay. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Because
you and me both.
crazy.
You and me
For real.
both. That was very, very, very crazy day.
A real crazy day, man. So for people who don't know, this show is pretty much about mental health and everybody becoming better than what you are. Man, me and Miss Vincent here have been really close friends for almost 2 decades. Wow, time goes
Can
by.
you not? Can you not tell people our ages?
Well, you know what? Hey, look, we out here looking good. We looking good.
That is true. That is
We looking
true.
good.
I'm very proud
Because
of my age. I'm very proud of my age.
I was like,
53, 53.
wow. So I remember. I think I wanted to watch World Cup or something, and I was like, oh well, I was hanging out with her because her friend was my neighbor, so she had come by to visit, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and watch World Cup. And she knocked on my door at like 4 in the morning, and I'm like about to watch World Cup, and she's got champagne, mimosas, fruit. I was like, oh, this is a lifelong friend. Yes. So we've
Yes,
been
I
knowing each
bring the
other.
party with me. I bring the party with me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
So
yes,
we,
and that shocked you because you were like, wait a minute, I don't know to think of you as a homie or as a homegirl or what. I don't know. He's like, you have too many dude tendencies.
yeah, I don't know. She touched my heart. No, I mean it's just certain things like it's certain things that she does. Like for instance, I showed up unannounced to her house one time, right? And I walk up to, the door. I knock on the door. I'm just in the neighborhood. So I was like, I'll knock on the door, see if she's there. I hear her in the house yelling, like, get him, get him. And when I get in the house, she's watching UFC. I'm like, oh, come on, yo. Like, you are the.
Hey, that's mine. That's mine.
Yes.
The beat down is real.
All day, all day. So we've known each other, and I have been trying to, like,
That's
encourage
another way
her.
to get your mental stress from. Okay, boxing.
For
You
real.
know,
For real. So I've been trying for years because since she has such good advice to get her to bring out something, and finally, everyone, she has brought out an incredible manuscript. Tell them about the book.
if I thought we was not going to get sued or anything like that, I would say cue in. It's been a long time coming.
I feel you.
So the book is about bettering yourself, really. Initially, when you first look at it, you're thinking it's a diss towards men, but it's not. It is educational and truthful, meaning like, well, let me just say that the name of the title is Dustmite Chronicles. And dust mites are particles that happen to be in your house that whirlwind around and become very, very irritating.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so, in
Okay.
my mind, a long time ago, uh, I developed a love for females, meaning I'm a girl, and I believe in girl power, and I believe in strengthening and helping women achieve what they can achieve in life. And I've always been strong. I've always been a person that has been someone who says, okay, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it against all the odds. Humble beginnings,
Yes.
no parents that can help, um, doing what I do best. So we would always joke about it. Dust mites. You dating that dust mite? Oh, you dating that dust mite from this town or this and that or whatever. And so we have a lot of stories, a lot of dusty stories, and it's not just on men's behalf; it's on women's
Hmm.
behalf too.
Yes. I
So,
feel you. Okay.
huh?
I feel you. I feel you. So you're basically
Yeah.
saying that
So
the book is not just for women to
no,
read, it's for men to read as well.
it's for both because it teaches you how to avoid being that person. You don't have to be the dust mite. You don't have to be like most people think that dust mites are just broke people who don't care about anything. But you have the dust that comes and bother you all the time. You just minding your business and the dust just wants to whirlwind around you
Yeah, I
and
feel
you're
you.
trying to figure out like what just happened here. It could be a job. It could be a just my job. But this particular book is catered to, sorry fellas, the men who just don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Those
now I
couch
mean,
commanders. Those couch commanders.
so the word dust mite is a common phrase, I guess. It's been used for quite a while.
Especially in my camp, my village.
I feel you. I've heard it a lot. I've not just heard like you hear Pookie and Ray Ray. You hear Pookie and Ray Ray. So would Pookie and Ray Ray be considered like a dust mite or something like that, or is it the standard?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so Pookie and Ray
Um,
Ray.
Yeah, the ones like you said. I mentioned Couch Commander, the one that has commanded your couch. He's like, I'm stuck like Band Aid because literally Band Aid is stuck on me, and he's watching TV. He's playing the PlayStation. He's corn chipping it up. He is just there. He is eating all the kids' snacks. He is racing up all the bills while you're at home, you know?
Hmm.
And unfortunately, us as women, we believe, because of course they start off great.
Yeah.
In the beginning, in the beginning, the
So why do you
foolishry,
think that?
I call it the representative. You send your representative.
Okay, so do you think that a lot of women modern days are dating these Dustmite, Pookie, and Ray Ray types?
The world shifted, and I can't remember how far back it shifted to when, unfortunately, men got to a point where I guess when women decided that, oh, we can work and we can do things and we can do this and everything, they got to the point where they were like, well, you want to work, you want to do this, you want to do that, then take care of it. But it was like, okay, I still need you. I still need you to combine this situation together as far as income, as far as education. If we have kids, because most of them like to impregnate you. If we have kids, then hey, do your part. But unfortunately, got the Dusties that say no, you do it, and think that that is supposed to be okay. But in the same breath, command all the goods, all the food, all the everything that it would consist of a man that is taking care of home. But that person is not.
Got it.
You have
Dustmite
a lot of
Chronicles.
women that have gotten to the point where they feel like that's what I need to accept because I want to keep my family together. But this person has now made a family with you and made a family with another woman and made another family with another woman and not taking care of anyone. And whoever that week is biting, then hey, that's who he's with.
Do
That
you
is the
think
couch
that they are a high percentage, especially in the African American community, but do you think there are a high percentage of these types of men, these dust mites that you're talking about?
absolutely. Not only just men, but women as well. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, women, I'm sorry, you guys are called bed bugs. Y'all like to fuck.
Oh, so the women are called
Leave.
bed bugs and the men are called
Hmm.
dust mites?
Absolutely. Women, and I have to say, us as women, we like to suck and suck you dry. There is no more blood left. And unfortunately,
Okay,
that's what a bed bug does.
got it. Yeah, I mean, I actually got a copy of the book. I read the book. And I thought the
Wonderful.
book is going to do a lot of great things for the
Well,
community. It's
thank
going to
you.
make
Thank
people
you.
much
Thank you. I
better than what they
appreciate
are. Because I had heard her all these years. She would say dust mite, dust mite, and I would hear it. But then once I kind of saw like what she was talking about, I was like, oh, okay, it's some things I be doing too. Like, okay, yeah, iron that shirt before you go out, and like put some nicer shoes on, or run that toothbrush over that shoe. Like people really, like people really looking at you. You talked about how like dust mites don't care about their appearance. They don't really put forth their best effort. I mean, these are kind of groundbreaking things.
it. If I'm coming to meet you, I only can speak for me and the experiences that I've had. Fortunately for me, I do. Like I told you, I was a girl's girl, so I love females, and I have a lot of female friends that I've had since forever and ever. Amen. With that being said, I get all the stories. I get everything. I not only do I get the stories, I am a witness to the stories. I'm a part of the stories. I have to help out with them. So with that, considering I have been on this world for 53 years, and my dating world probably started about 19. Yeah. So with that being said, I got a lot of stories, a lot of information, a lot of things to talk about. One of the things I can say is that, myself personally, I've had a lot of good guys in my life that I've dated. all been present, but it comes out from what I exude as a person. Very young age, I knew that I wanted to be loved, I wanted to be cared for, I wanted to be taken care of, and not so much as financially, but my heart and my spirit and my mental capacity as far as this person becoming my mate, because I was going to do it once and do it forever and ever. Amen. With that being said, that's how my parents did it, and that's what I wanted. Unfortunately, there are some hiccups in the game. Growing up as a child, I've seen all my aunts and my uncles, they were all together. I'm quite sure they probably did some dusty things on both parts. But for the most part, they were together. Everyone seemed like they had their mental health together. So that's how I wanted my lifestyle to be, and that's how I wanted all my friends to be. So, but then when I became older and started dating, I noticed that all my friends would tell me all these horrific, crazy stories about all these guys and how they were doing them. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not the same person that we have the conversation with. This is not the same person that I powwow with. This is not the same person that, has cussed out people for less things. What's going on? So I was like, it is really like an epidemic. Like it's a dust mite epidemic situation where people are, it's really like some type of sickness or something. Because I was like, why is it that everybody don't believe that they deserve better?
Yes, yes, I feel you. And I mean, one of the reasons that I feel like I encourage you to write this book is because of the personal coaching that you had done for me. Because look, guys, if you're gonna get a dating coach, you see all of these like male dating coach gurus. You need to get a female to coach you on how to deal with women, because she's gonna
Not just
know.
any female, a female who is aware and understand that we are sometimes the problem as well. Because the problem with a lot of coaches, both male and female,
Mhm.
they make the other person or the opposite sex be the problem. And it's not always the opposite sex that's the problem. Sometimes it's you. And you got to take accountability for yourself and your actions and everything that you do. And so I think one of the things that Trey is talking about is that I make sure that you tell me the whole entire situation before I go in. Because my thing is, what did you do? What part did you play? Why would this person even act treat you like that? I know you in this light. So have you showed this person this light of you who you are? And if you haven't, then maybe that's why you got treated that
Hmm. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
way. Trying
Yeah.
to make things easier than what it is. Unfortunately, and fortunately, people will give you what you want. A lot of
Say
men
that.
feel
Wait.
like, oh, I gotta.
Excuse me. Say that again. You said
I
people will
said,
give you what you want.
unfortunately, and fortunately, people will give you what you want. Meaning, prime example, if you ask a woman, look, I'm not really for no relationship. I really just want to just, have some little, side nookie or whatever. However they saying it now. But she's not really into it like that. She doesn't want to be considered as someone like that. It's all in the wording. Don't ever tell someone something that you know that you can't give.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
If I can't give you what you want, then why am I even trying to even be in your vicinity? You want a relationship, but I don't want one. So why am I trying?
Got
What
it.
would be the point? I want a baby, you don't want a baby. But I'm gonna do stuff to make you pregnant. And then I'm like, well, you knew that I wanted a baby. You said you don't want none, so why didn't you do what you're supposed to do?
I hear you.
People give
Yeah.
you what you want, unfortunately and fortunately, if that makes sense. I thought I explained it correctly, but maybe I didn't.
No, I feel you. So, and do you think that it can change? Do you think it's a possibility it can change? I mean, let's say if, somebody like me reading your book, I want to change or do better. Do you think Pookie and Ray Ray is going to read the book? Or is the book more about kind of finding these dust mite types and ridding yourself of them?
It's a little bit of both. Initially, When you read the cover, the back of the cover, you probably will not, as a man, as Pookie as the Ray Rays, as we would say, will not want to read it because you will think that I'm dissing you as a man and I'm talking and I'm male bashing and all that other good stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm educating you on how not to be because we recognize the signs. We're saying don't be this way. You don't have to be this way. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, if you just want to get your rocks off, tell the person. Unfortunately, by telling someone, you may not get the one you actually want right away, but fortunately, by giving somebody exactly what they want, you will get what you want. I told you the truth. So if you don't believe my truth or you think that you can change my truth, you can try. But if you don't change it, there's no reason for you to get upset. The only thing you can do is just move accordingly. I want a relationship. You don't want a relationship. I'm going to try to make you be into a relationship. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Then after I know that you don't want a relationship with me, I'm going to incorporate a child in the situation. So that's why I say the women are bed bugs because they're sucking you dry. I know you don't want a relationship with me, but guess what? I'm gonna go have a baby
I feel you.
to keep a baby.
Well, it's definitely very interesting. I mean, one of the main things that, man, I used to always tell me, like, don't talk about, you like, if it's anything that you should not talk about, especially when you start dating, it's like, just don't talk about sex. And then I'm like, because all of my friends, all of my female friends tell me that the guy sends pictures, the wrong type of pictures. Um, that's all he talks about, the first
The
dates
D
and
pick,
so
the
forth.
D pick, the D pick, the D pick,
Yeah, yeah. And then once you
the
once you said
Dustmite
that, I
pick,
was just like,
the D.
okay. And it helps so much. It turns you more into a gentleman, I guess you could say it like.
Ask you the question. Say hello in a text. Say we met on a dating site. And when we meet on the dating site, we decide that we're going to exchange numbers. We exchange numbers, and you text me and you say hello, I say hello back. And maybe the conversation that we started with on the website was, informational. How you doing? What's your color? Regular crap, or whatever the case may be. So now that we are now talking to each other on the phone, we have gotten a little bit more personable. Okay, what do you like to do? What is your hobbies? All these different types of things. And if I'm talking on a regular situation, and maybe say for instance, I have to call you back for something, that is not invitation to send me you in the shower jacking off because we had a good conversation. But that's what's happening.
I feel you. I feel you. A lot of women I get
Like
complaints
if
from
I
that. Like,
send you a tit pic or a clip pic, you're not gonna trip. You're gonna be like, oh yeah. But unsolicited D pictures, everybody don't want them. She will let you know when she wants that picture. She will ask you for it. I always ask. Let me see.
so yeah,
Because
just
sometimes you want to
basically
see what you're working with.
generally being patient in the situation. Actually get sometimes it gets you more than what you ask for because they say so many
What would be the
women.
what would be the reasoning as to why you felt that we had a decent conversation over the phone? And not to mention, because I've had a lot of my clients tell me that they have specifically told the person, I don't want to talk about sex. Sex is off the table. This is just an informational conversation. We're getting to know each other. The last thing that will stop me from moving forward with you would be if you start, talking about sex. I'm not saying that I won't talk about sex. I'm not saying I'm squeamish. I'm an adult, of course. But if the main conversation is only geared towards sex, I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm like, oh, okay. So do you like going to the movies? Oh man, your dick. Oh, we shoot. Your lips. Okay, yeah, I have nice lips. All right. So, do you consider, and I'm steady trying to have a decent conversation with you, and you're steady being sexual with me.
Inappropriate.
How do
Yeah.
I how do I continue to think, oh, you're a good person? And then when I
Yeah.
say to you, you know what, I've asked you not to do that, and I'm going to move on. Then you get to the point, no, 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 I was just playing. I just wanted to see where you was at. I just wanted to see if you was going blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, I had already told you no. And
God.
then just to now say, okay, I'm going to give you another chance, but then you to go back into when I get off, when I tell you, let me call you back. Now I got a whole video of you jacking off or jumping your thing way up and down. And like, come on.
And
Like
what is
that
your
is not that's crazy. So why would you like okay, let me ask you. I won't ask you. Let me ask some of the people you may have talked to. Why? What's the reasoning why you would send an unsolicited dick pic? What would be the reason? Like what are you guys expecting for someone to say? I said
ab-
hi, how you doing? And the next thing you do is send me a dick pic. What I supposed to be like, oh yeah, okay, I want that. Little do you guys know we show it to all of our friends and we laugh.
okay?
And
So
then the crazy
this is the
thing
thing.
is,
This is the thing. Not to say that I would
you see
do
your
something
whole
like that,
face.
but for the guys who are sending unsolicited pictures like that,
With
there
their
is
whole
going
face.
yes. So there are going to be one in every 100, I guess. I don't know, one in every 100 females they send it to that's just going to be into it. Maybe it's just like a luck of the draw type of thing. But the key of the point of this is that, just from being patient, acting like an actual gentleman, a lot of females have come and actually said, like, look, you are so
What have I always
respectful.
told you?
You are such a gentleman. You have not talked about sex. I actually want to hook up with you right now because you have
Like
exhibited
literally,
these
you're like,
behaviors.
hold on, wait a minute now. Is this she being real? And I was telling, I was like, you can get more bees with honey. Literally, literally, you can do that.
Absolutely. So
Just,
we got so much more to come
just don't be thirsty.
with
Like I
you.
tell women, don't be thirsty for the man's money, and I tell men, don't be thirsty for the cootie cat. Why? What be the point?
Got it. So
If
you offer.
I've already matched with you, if I've already matched with you, if I've already smiled at you, there's some type of interest. Okay,
Hmm.
read the room, people, because there's an interest of some sort. Yeah, it could be just that I'm being nice, but nowadays no one hides their expression. So when you go and approach a woman, read the room. When you go and if you have women that approach men, you go and approach the men. Read the room. You know what I'm saying? Don't overexert yourself trying to do a whole bunch of stuff for a man that you know that only wants to sex you up. If you're not really just wanting to just be sexed up, because there's a lot of people that only just want that, and they're fine with that. Go find those
Beautiful.
people.
Dustmite Chronicles.
Yes,
So I know you're going to be offering some type of coaching. You have the book for sale. We got you a Patreon that's going to be coming out.
yes,
Zoom meetings. It's a whole movement here. I love
yes.
it. It's helped me a
T-shirts,
lot. The book is
keychains,
I mean, the book is not. It's not no like if you don't read a lot, you could read the book in like a night or two. Just chilling out.
literally,
And
literally in
tell them
a couple
where
hours.
can they get where can they get the book at?
Amazon. It is in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle.
Okay, and when is the
Go,
book going to
go,
be coming
go.
out?
The official date is 420. Okay. And that is
420.
Easter. Yeah, 420. That is Easter. And for your other people who like the green lettuce, y'all know what day that is too.
The
But
broccoli.
it is now, yeah, for the broccoli. But now, hey, go get you an eighth and my book. Oh, go
Nice,
get you an eighth
nice.
and my book.
Well,
Yeah.
that's lovely. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be meeting back. We definitely got some more conversating to do. We're getting this all set up here. Dustmite Chronicles, when they are dusty, musty, and just not worthy. Get
Just not
yourself
worthy.
a copy. Go to
Please.
Amazon.com. That is going to be the read for the month, people. We want to get her to 1 million
The read
sales.
for the year. The read for the
A
year.
read for the
Because
year.
she
Let's get
is
her
coming
to a
out with
million
more.
sales. And
Absolutely.
and we're gonna try to keep her from killing stop signs. That poor stop sign, man.
Hey, hey. I'm done with all of that now. I'm done with all of that. No more stop signs.
Absolutely. So if anything, I hope everybody gets a copy of the book, and we'll be coming back
Please
at you
do. Please do. Go
again very
support. Go
soon.
support. You will not regret it.